guys tonight. I will try not to. But you promise me you won't cry. I was never given an opportunity to be a leader. I was never given that chance. I was never given that until I came here. Like most of you new people in the audience tonight, I sat there, timid. Please don't call on me. Please don't call on me. Anytime there was a table topic session. And what I really feared most was the end of the meeting when they were asking for people to fulfill the roles. Please don't call on me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything. But what happened to me was I was pushed just a little bit. And that really helped me find the person who I was and find the person who Radio Toastmasters needed. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, Madame Toastmaster. Today I'm going to tell you guys about the people who I admire, some of the memories that I've had, the thanks that are so well deserved by people who have impacted me, as well as the feelings that I have for leaving. As I mentioned earlier, I was pushed just a little bit. And this happened in September of 2011. Now, if you don't know, Ken was the president at that time. And when he was closing one of his meetings, he said, with a big smile on his face, he said, "Oh, the next week's Toastmaster is going to be Michael." Hi! What? I didn't sign up for that. What are you talking about? I don't know what to do. I sat there. I was paralyzed. I didn't know what to do. And then he calmed me down. He said, after the show, he said, "Well, it's okay. All you have to do is make a theme and contact the role takers. Don't worry." And Jushan even said that to me as well. "If you need any help, just let us know." Okay, so I gotta contact people. I have to set a theme. Okay, what else do I have to do? Contact 4 speakers, contact 4 evaluators. I have to make a theme. I have to ask people questions about the theme. I have to set introductions, set transitions. I have to make sure PowerPoints are ready. What are you doing? That's impossible. But I did it. I did. And if you guys remember, that meeting was about lessons you learned the hard way. And if you can't recall, it was about my adventure to Busan on my bicycle. That was the theme. And how I learned the hard way that I really needed butt cream because I had a sore ass, excuse my language, the next month. So as you can see, I love ice very much. So that was just one little push. And Wisam, I don't know if anyone remembers Wisam. A lot of people do. Wisam, after the show, he came up to me and he said, "Michael, this would not be possible without you." And I stood there, I sat there, and I thought, wow, like I made this meeting happen. I mean, sure, anyone could have done it, but I did it this time. I did it this week. That's an amazing accomplishment for me. And then I felt, well, if I was pushed once, I'm probably going to be pushed again. So I waited for it. And that came in the form of Anna Che. She was very persistent and very pushy, but a good pusher. She was the driving force with my VP membership position. I never thought about it before she asked me. Before she asked me to do it. I was voluntold. But I really liked Anna. I really admired her because she would trust me. I remember 2 days before a meeting, she said, "Oh, Michael, I have a business meeting on Friday. Can you be Toastmaster?" Again, I was sitting at my computer like, what? I can't do this all in one day. But she was the major force with me and VP membership. And I think I appreciate her the most because she saw someone who could do the job. And I don't know if anyone knows my record, but it was 18 people in the span of 6 months. I remember talking to Ken. He said, there's too many new people. It's like you're farming them. So in March, we had actually 9 people join. That's a lot of people. That's too many people. I think half of them paid. But you can see some of them are still in the audience today. John is still here. Some of the folks are still there too. All right. So that was Anna. And because I recruited so many people, I felt like President Obama at the end of second round. I was shaking people's hands. I was like, oh, thanks for coming. 2 hands. And 1 hand wasn't enough. If I could use my feet, I would do it. Dear, you're sweating more than me. Anyways, I knew in my mind that I wanted to be president of the club. But I still kind of wanted to be validated. I still wanted someone to tell me, oh, you're going to be president. So I talked to Juhyun. Juhyun, what should I do next term? Do you remember what you said? I should be president because... No. Close enough. She said, because you're ready. Me? I'm ready? Okay, that was supposed to elicit some laughs. But I just wanted that. Hey, Emily, step on in. So that was my admiration with Juhyun. And yes, she did help me a lot. And we had a really good time together, serving under her and serving as her as her replacement. But I also like to admire Marcy, who took the torch from me. And at the moment, I think Marcy hates the job. No, Marcy is a natural, which is why I chose her to be my successor. I think what she did as Vice President Education served a lot for this club. And we were a good team together. Usually the president and the vice president education have to be close in order to get things done. We got a lot of things done. Very close. So not only Marcy and Juhyun and Ken and other past presidents do I admire, but I also admire the members of the club. The tenacity of these people, of us, all of us around each other, is so great. I remember we had problems with the role assignment sheet. Not that people were not taking roles, but people were taking roles by the thousands. There was no space to take a speech. None. So Marcy would always tell me, are you going to make a speech next month? Are you going to do anything next month? Are we going to have an education session this month? Are we going to do anything special? Because I'm going to open the floodgates. All of the people are going to want to do these speeches and do these evaluations now. And she would alert me the month before. We would always get really mad, though, when someone added that extra week on the end without asking us. That was annoying. That made Marcy and I take people's heads off. But anyways, we got the job done and we did it. And again, to all the new people, it seems like this is a very perfect meeting. It's very structured. Everything is going smoothly. But like, let's go back one. But it's not like that. It takes a lot of teamwork to do what we do. It takes a lot of people. Who has a role tonight? Who has a role? That's a few people. And it's because of you guys. It's because of our because of our predecessors that we have this meeting. That we are here tonight. That I am with you. That I'm speaking in front of you. And if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't have found myself. I wouldn't have been a leader. Speech 10, I wouldn't be doing that now. Speech number 1, no one would even care. But speech number 1 was my fondest memory. Which one I want to go into now. Now, if you remember my first speech, you remember. I talked about how I was destined to have 8 kids. My dentist, who was also a psychic, told me that. And I also was talking about how I wanted to marry an ugly woman. I think Ken used that as ammunition anytime I came up to the stage. But after the speech, and I didn't know this when I was speaking, well, Hale, who was my evaluator, told me, oh, you like to dance on stage. And I had no idea what she was talking about. So here is a 17-second clip of my speech. I covered all corners of the room. And the speech was so slow as well. My speech lasted 8 minutes long, right? Okay, that's enough. So what I didn't anticipate was becoming the president at this point. And becoming a president has so many responsibilities that I couldn't fathom at that time. But I'd like to ask Marcy, what sort of things do you have to do as president?
As president of Toastmasters, you have to make sure that all of your officers are doing their jobs. And if someone isn't, you need to take over, like if the role assignment isn't filled out, if the agenda's not filled out, or you need to coordinate with other clubs, with the area governor. You need to do lots of things that we don't have enough time to talk about.
Okay, that's right. And one of the things that Marcy, I think, touched on was you have to ensure the meeting runs smoothly. That's a big thing. I think you said that. You did say that. So, one meeting on August 17th, everyone canceled. This was Friday. Everyone canceled. 3 out of 4 speakers canceled. There was no evaluators. Everything went to shambles. I don't know what happened, but maybe everyone caught the flu. But anyways, what I did was, okay, I got to make a president decision. Do we make table topics 40 minutes long, or do I make a speech? So for 3 hours, I made my own speech. The day of. And then I come to the meeting, and I find out another person cancels their speech. Wow. So I see Ken walk in the door, and Ken is the biggest sucker. You need a speech. You gotta ask Ken. I asked Ken, can you prepare a speech for us in like a few minutes? During table topics, he made his speech. And you couldn't even tell because, usually Ken's speeches, they have lots of characters and there's no ending. Well, at the end of his speech, he told me, well, I didn't have an ending because I couldn't develop a character. But you wouldn't know that because Ken's speeches never have endings. There's never a... Right. Okay. So along with those memories, I remember our Christmas, end of the year party. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we planned that in 2 weeks. What was supposed to be planned in like a month in advance, we only had a couple days to do everything and collect all the money. So I enlisted Juhyun and Jinu, and there's a phone. That wasn't part of my plan. But we successfully made our Christmas party. And I thought that was amazing. That was teamwork. And I really have to say thanks for those people. Now, I think there's no time left. I've been rambling on for like 20 minutes now. But I wanted to take this time to say thank you to all the people who have given me feedback, who've given me praise, and who've really encouraged me to become a better Toastmaster and a better person. Now, I didn't really write this part of my speech. I just wanted to wing it. And whatever I say will sound cliche, but from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys made me who I am today, and I love you for it. I think there's a lot of people out here with great potential. A lot of people who already have exceeded their potential. And I'm really sad to be saying goodbye, to say ta-ta. When Ken was president, he would be like a father to me. We would chat. I was looking on our chat logs on Facebook, and he was really supportive. Hyun, Marcy, Sue, Jian, all of those past presidents. They're really big, they make a big difference on my life. Thanks. As far as leaving goes, I'm going to miss this club because if you've been here every Friday, you've seen me because I've been here every Friday. I haven't missed, I think I've missed maybe 2 meetings since being here for 2 years. 2 or 3 meetings, something like that. So this is my family, and I don't want to say goodbye, but I have to go. This was the ultimate distraction and the best place that I could see myself. And I was empowered. I was given a chance to become a better leader. And I owe it all to you guys with just that little